Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laju. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I vlog about faith, family, fun, food, lifestyle, everything that inspires us to become our best self. So, what am I talking about today? Yeah, my last video I mentioned that I'll talk about my pregnancy and postpartum journey thus far. So, I'll get right to it, but one moment please. Yeah, because this is my Body Shop Japanese cherry blossom. Yeah, so looking good, smelling good. I don't trust some of my subscribers. Some of them can smell me from it. They say, this girl is not smelling nice. I'm just kidding, but yeah. Today I'm talking about something personal, something really personal, but it's an experience that I never want to forget. Today I'm talking about my pregnancy and delivery experience. Yes. So so where do I start from really? Let me see. Okay, let me start from the beginning. I got married December 2015. It was a Christmas wedding. It was beautiful. For those that remember, we were the dancing boxing couple. It was fun, and we decided to wait for a year, before starting the family, which was good. We could have even waited longer, but I think I pushed for it really. The old societal thing. I said feeling like, okay, it's almost a year. What do you think? Can we start? My husband was willing to wait a little longer, which made perfect sense. So if you are, newlywed or about to get married, you guys, plan your thing. Don't let what people say, get to you. People will talk. It's their business. It's not their life. At the end of the day, they will not come and take care of the child with you. You're on your own. So if you're not ready, don't push it. Just do it as it works for you. Do what works for you. If you're ready, why not go for it all the way? And if you're believing God for it, by His grace, sooner than you expect to come through. So yeah, we decided to wait a year, and then we dived into it. And my pregnancy was beautiful. Like, I had the most amazing pregnancy ever. Like, I didn't have any symptoms, no vomiting, no nausea. I think I vomited once, and it was because I had something terrible. But apart from that, I remember I vomited my second trimester. So I don't even think it was pregnancy related like that. But I had a very blissful pregnancy, and I think I have to give some credit to this amazing book I read, Supernatural Childbirth. I would recommend this book for anyone, whether you're trying to conceive, even if you're not married. I think you can start reading this book. This book is amazing. Like, this book built my faith. I still pray some of the prayers, the confessions in this book over my child. Like, every single prayer I spoke over my child while pregnant, even before pregnancy. Like, my child is a living testimony. I spoke up to the air. She will have, everything. This book is amazing. Oh God, I love this book so much. I bought this book before I was pregnant. Like, well, I knew, okay, I'm going to get pregnant after a year, all right? But I still bought the book. I wasn't pregnant yet, because, when you see the title, you may be fooled. But I bought the book, before pregnancy, desire to conceive, fulfillment over barrenness, scriptures and real life stories and testimonies that make you feel like, wow, if God did that, He can do it again. So yeah, this book really built my faith before and during my pregnancy period, and even afterwards. As I said, I still pray some of these prayers over my child. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's that. I can't give you guys the details, but I remember, I believe that I conceived on my first year anniversary. I just believe it. Like, yeah, it was a very good night. Don't let us go into details, but it was a very memorable night. Like, and we got married 2015, December 2015. So by December 2016, I believe I conceived, because by January, okay, so by then we were making arrangements to move to the UK. My husband was, taking exams and everything, and he was supposed to go and take an exam in February. I also wanted to go along, for vacation reasons. So we had applied for the visa and everything. And my period was late. My period is hardly late. If I'm late, maybe 1 or 2 days. So I have a very regular period kind of thing, and it was late, and I just thought, okay. But it was late for 5 days, 6 days, 7, and I'm like, what's going on? I wasn't even thinking about the pregnancy thing then, to be honest. So I just thought, what's going on? So on the 35th day, it had not come. So I bought a pregnancy kit and I tested. And I remember in our house in Nigeria, then I tested, and I saw the stuff. The code was it pink or red? And I knew I was pregnant, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I was excited, I was confused, I was scared, but we wanted it. So and I'm married. It's not like I wasn't married. So when my husband came, I told him I had something to show him and all that. And I told him to come with me. I left it in the bathroom with this pig. I left everything. I even took a picture. I'll look for that picture. We were very happy, but I decided not to tell anyone because I was waiting for my visa and I wanted to travel. So I was scared that if I tell my people, my parents, they may say, don't go, don't stress yourself. And I didn't want any of that because I felt great. I was just maybe 2 weeks pregnant, thereabout. So it was time to travel. We traveled, as in, if you see, I traveled. We were away for about 1 month, and I had the time of my life. In short, I went on UK. So since I've been in UK for 3 years now, almost 3 years, I haven't gone on that kind of stuff. So it was when we came back after a month of jolly. I now told my family that this and this happened. Though we are pregnant. Congrats! So yeah, that was the beginning, and life was good. Life is still good. So pregnancy went on, and as I said, no symptoms. By July 2017, I was about 7 months then, and it was time to move. Carried my big belly, and we moved to the UK. And I just God is just faithful, because you know how the Bible says that you will place the solitary in families. You know, we had planned that we'll be staying with one of his uncles, his immediate uncle, but the distance to his workplace, since we didn't have the place of our own yet, was like so much. He had, and his current work then rather, was like a 1 week off, 1 week on thing. It was a private setting. So we said, okay, yeah, you go for 1 week, I'll be with them while I try to look for a place. You know, we'll just work it out somehow. But as God would have it, we found his family friend, you know, long time friends. They happened to be living like very close to where he was working, just about 20 minutes train ride. And it was great, you know, the family, they were so accommodating, they were so nice, in short, they were too nice, they were just great. The Karims, I feel I need to appreciate them here. Like, thank you so much for everything that you did for us. We appreciate you, and you know, they were just great. They accommodated us, they fed me that I was pregnant. It was just what I needed, because that was my first time settling in the UK, you know, coming to live. I wasn't just on vacation. So I had the foundation I needed to move to the UK. You know, I had so many funny experiences also. You know, being pregnant back in Nigeria. In Nigeria, I was going for antenatal clinic, and then I'm now here in the UK, still pregnant. So the experiences, I had completely different experiences. You know, back in Nigeria, you don't even want anybody to know you are pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pregnant, but I'm not pregnant. But in the UK, it was so different. We got to the UK, and people will be asking me, I'll take a taxi, and the taxi driver is asking me, oh, you're pregnant. Oh, are you having a boy or a girl? And I'm thinking, what's your business? But you have to answer. It was always happening. I had to say, oh, yeah, we're having a girl. Oh, really? Do you have a name? I'm like, no, we're still thinking of one. You know, random. They'll be asking you, when are you due? Like in Nigeria, ask me when am I due. Are you talking to me? You can't be talking to me. Well, yeah, we were. And I was telling complete strangers about my pregnancy, telling them when I'm due, I'm having a girl, you know, things that. And I told my husband, I don't think they have witches in this place, so, because apparently it's okay. Because in Nigeria, if you tell that one, I can't count how many people I told about my pregnancy when I go to UK. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, I can count on my fingers how many people knew I was pregnant. So it was just a completely different experience for me, because I was codedly pregnant. Even in the house where we lived, the tenants, I don't think they knew I was pregnant. I wasn't like hiding it on purpose, but I wasn't going about, you know how it is now. I wasn't even putting it on social media and all that. I was just keeping it to myself. When the baby's out, you all know, you know, that kind of thing. Not like I had any fears, really. I could have shared it, but I just didn't see the need to, you know. I didn't see the need to at that moment. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that was, I went for a few antenatal classes before my pregnancy, before my delivery. I had my baby in September, and because we were staying with someone, I really wanted to have my own place. I wanted to, you know, be settled. I had this whole court, everything imagined, but my baby had other plans. So it was so, oh my god, I just remembered. Oh, bless you, Dola. So we had been looking for names. I had a lot of name ideas in my head, and if you know me, like, my name is unique. I'm Laju. Like, how many people do you know bearing that name? You know, and the origin of the name, Awolaju Soluwa. My name is so deep. And if you know my siblings, like my sister also has a deep name. We just have that in all of us. We just like that uniqueness. I can't name my child Tope. No offense, damn me, Tolu. Bimbo. I can't give my kids those kind of names. They are too random. Everybody's wearing those names. No offense, girls. But yeah, I wanted something deep. So I was on this journey, guys. You know the kind of names I was coming up with. All these conk names. Like I wanted the name to be something from my heart, something that meant something to me. But it wasn't working. Like when I say, oh, and you know, in the UK, you want them to, you don't want them to ruin your child's name. You want it to still get through. So I knew that I had to come up with something simpler but something meaningful. So I kept on praying about it, thinking about it. I was due on September 16th. That was my due date. On the night of September September 12, you know, I was just thinking about it that I wanted a name that had wealth, you know, that's Ola, like God's blessings. And I also wanted the name that had Oluwa, like I wanted God to be the name. You know, something like God has poured his wealth on me, God's wealth is the way. And I translated it in Yoruba, you know, it came to Oluwa Dolabomi. And I'm like, Oluwa Dolabomi, that's nice. Are people bearing that name? So I went on Google, I went on Instagram, I started checking, and I saw the name was it was not popular. So as of 2017, no, that name was not common. Like, and I'm like, my child can be called Dollar, you know? People in UK can say that, Brits will use it, Dollar. And that was how I sent a message to my husband, because my husband was away at work and at night, and I was like, we found a name, our child's gonna be Oluwadolabomi Dosu, and it just rang through, like it was just smooth. And my husband was like, wow, that's beautiful, you know, he agreed with me, we were happy and everything. And that night I slept and I'm like, oh, I have a name for my baby. So I woke up on September 12 and I wanted to pee. I had this feeling, and as I was rushing to the bathroom, I felt like I peed on myself, and I'm like, I haven't peed, why am I peeing? Then it struck, like, oh my god, my water just broke, just like the movies, like my water just broke. But I wasn't in any pain. You know, in the movies when their water breaks, they're like, they go into, that's how it normally happens. But I felt normal, so I called my hospital people. I can't remember what I called, I think the midwife, and they asked a couple of questions. Are you in any pain? Nothing. So they gave me an appointment to come by 4. If I'm in pain before then, I should come before then, obviously. So I packed everything. I don't think I even packed. Yeah, I think I packed. I went anyway. Thank goodness my auntie, for this purpose of this video, I'm calling her my auntie, you know, our family friend. My auntie was with me, and she took me to the hospital. You know, they examined me. I know I was fine, all the questions. I was only 1 cm dilated. Guys, like, we're going to 10 cm. I was 1 cm dilated, and my water had broken. So they told me that, okay, I should go home. But if I start feeling pain, I should come back immediately. But if not, you know, I should come back in the next 24 hours, because of the safety of the, you know, of the child. The water has broken. They don't want any infection and all those medical stuff. So I said, okay. I went back home. The rest of the day, slept, and I was just my normal self. Nothing in my mind. I said, oh God, maybe it's this my confession. Maybe I've over confessed, because I was really praying for no pain kind of delivery, because I don't like pain. I'm so pain. I don't like pain. I don't like needles. But nothing happened still. So by 4 o'clock, okay, by then it was ample time for my husband to come home also, because he now got permission from work. So yeah, he came home. We waited for him by 4. He got home right like to 4. We rushed to the hospital. I packed my bag, everything, like, okay, I think this is time. So by then I started praying, like, okay, God, you know, what's going on and everything. Before my husband came, my auntie made sure I did a lot of exercise. Like, we walked. I was so tired. By the time I get to the hospital to save, I was very tired. I said, Jesus, am I going to go into labor with this kind of tiredness? But there was one thing I kept on praying about. I kept on telling God that I wanted him to get the glory. No matter what happens in this place, all the glory has to be yours. So we got to the hospital. Bye. Waited. They attended to us. They gave me a room. My room had a big water bath. It was so nice. I was telling my husband, we're going to do water delivery today. I had a very comfortable bed and all. Then there was a toilet. It was a very nice suite. Like, it looked very posh. So I was like, okay, what's going to happen? So by the time it was 9 p.m., they came to check. They were checking. They connected all the stuff. They were checking on me. But the lady still said I was about 2 cm. By 9 p.m., I was now like 3 cm. It was like I wasn't progressing. So they said they were going to have to induce me, but they would start with, well, oxytocin, yeah. But they were not going to give me like drip. They would just put something like over my cervix. I don't know the exact name, but just induce me. So she went ahead, opened me up, and she put this stuff. So my auntie was like, okay, let's keep walking. We could walk about. So as we started walking up and down, not long after I started feeling these contractions. Jesus. Hey, I said, is this what I'm supposed to be feeling? Oh God. I was like, oh my God, this is not what I bargained for. This is not what I've been confessing. I started panicking. Fear came in. I will not lie. Panic. So when the contraction started, my auntie kept on saying, keep walking, it's, it's happening. I just said, Lord, you have to get the glory at the end of this. Like, so I kept on walking. In short, this walk, I'll be having the contraction. She'll say, keep walking. I was so, yeah, I said, God. My husband was timing it. It wasn't very frequent yet. By the time it was around that 3 a.m. thereabout, I was still walking. Hey, imagine, I was now tired. She said, okay, let's rest. So they came, they checked me again. She now said I was still 3 cm. I said, what? What's going on? So I said, okay. She now said they had to induce me and everything. And I told them I didn't want epidural. No, I was going to feel the whole thing. So then they said they were going to induce me. That means they'll give me the drip and all. My husband now said, that one is going to be more painful. I said, what? More painful than what I'm already experiencing? No way. Please, I asked the midwife. I said, can I still be induced? Is it too late? She said, no, it's not too late. So we had to wait. They had to call the anesthesiologist. Maybe it was coming from his house. I don't know. Anyway, the guy came around 6. I had not slept though. I was awake, like having contractions. Like it would go, it would come, it would relieve me. I felt like biting my husband, biting everybody. It felt like I wanted to, I don't know. It felt like my body wanted to burst, but at the same time, it wasn't busted. It was so crazy. Like when it relieves me, like I was like, When when it comes back, I was trying not to scream because nobody was screaming. So why would I be the only one? Why is it? Am I the only one giving birth this night? Nobody was screaming, so I had to hold myself. So I was waiting for the anesthesiologist. So when the guy came now, he said he would give me a epidural at my back. I didn't mind. Like me, that I don't like needles. Normally, I'm a dentist, guys, but I hate needles. Like 8, I cannot stand needles. Like it's sweet to give, you just just tell the patient, just stay calm, don't worry. You know what you're doing now. So, but when you're the patient, oh my God, I didn't care. At that point, I was like, okay, it's all me, stay still. I folded. I felt the jab. Like I felt like somebody stabbed me in my spine. Like, oh. But I remember that I must not go. I must not become paralytic while I'm trying to give birth. Like, let me just stay calm. So he gave me the epidural, and we waited. Gradually, I started feeling better. The pain. By the time all that was happening, like 6, 7 a.m. or something, they still checked me. I was still about 3 cm. So they said, "Oh, don't worry, it will take a while." The lady was like, "I was like, how long?" Wow, I like said, "We just have to wait now." So I said, "Okay." So at that point, I was tired. And now asked, can I sleep? They said yes, I slept. So when I woke up around 10 a.m. Yeah, so I slept around, I don't know, by the time I was sleeping, it was like 7 a.m. I woke up like 10 a.m. My husband and my auntie were still there. Bless them. So my husband said, okay, you know what, that he's going to go home quickly to take a shower and come back, feel refreshed. And I said, no problem. So as they left, not long after, one of the midwives came in. And the lady was like, oh, she'll just check me. And also, I was having contractions. I could see it, but I couldn't feel it. Like, I couldn't feel anything. Like, I felt a little bit of, sometimes the thing will be coming back. And I was like, no, so I'm feeling the pain. They gave me something I could press, but she didn't want me to be pressing it so much. Maybe so I won't overdose myself. So, well, the pain was very minimal compared to what I was going through. Like, I was okay. Then I feel something like, like, oh, I think this epidural is wearing off. Anyway, so the nurse decided to check me around past 10ish, like 10:30. My husband had gone, and suddenly she raised up her head and she was like, wow, that was fast. And I'm like, what? You're 10 cm. I said, what? My husband is like, just like that, in like 3 hours, I flew to 10 cm. How? And at that point, I was like, oh my God, it's still at work. It may not have worked out the way I planned it, but God was still getting all the glory. So I told them, my husband just said, no problem, they can wait, but they went about to set up and all that. So I started calling DG. He was like, okay, he's on his way back, you hurry up, he will do this. So long story short, I don't know, I can't remember what time did he go back, but by the time he got back, we were like about to start. So at 12:45 p.m. on September 13th, I pushed out Oluwadolabomi Dosu. Yeah, it was brilliant, guys. So it was amazing. The baby came out, I felt relieved back. And yeah, her eyes were really huge. I remember that about her. She had such huge eyes. You know how they say babies come with their eyes closed? But my baby's eyes were like she was looking at everybody. Her eyes were so huge. And that was one thing she had. Then not long after, I noticed the nurses started speaking in hushed tones. They were telling my husband something, and I was wondering what's going on. And the doctor came in, and the next thing I heard was, I had like a tear, like I was bleeding excessively. So they were wondering, like, where is the bleeding? Where's all this bleeding coming from? So they found out I had a third-degree perineal tear, like all the way to the anal part. So just like a movie, they took me to the surgical room, and it all happened so fast, and my mind was like, oh God, what's going on? This is not what I bargained for. God, take control. Lord, take control. And I remember entering that room, and it was really like a white room, very white, and there was only one female doctor, and every other person was just white, like white male. And my mind, I'm like, God, may I never see these people again, because I was opened up like a chicken. I didn't have any surgery, but they had to stitch me up. It was, yeah, oh, women are trying. Women are really trying. It was, so yeah, that bit went and it was over. And I was taken to the ward. There were other moms and babies. So women are really trying, I must say, because you would think the worst is over, but guys, my postpartum life, that will be another video. Like, it was, oh, life after delivery. Should I talk about the breastfeeding? Let me just hint you about the breastfeeding part. Oh God, I can't even begin to say it. Like, my milk didn't flow immediately after I gave birth to Dola. Like, it's almost normal, I think. But then when we see moms breastfeeding, we think, oh, it's easy, they just do like this. But guys, breastfeeding is work. Like, for the first few days, nothing was coming out. My baby was crying, and I was like, in the world, it was as if it was only my baby that was crying. She was crying a lot, and I noticed the nurses were really reluctant to give us any form of formula. So they came, they'll give her a bit. I'll be like, she needs to eat something. They kept on telling me, just put her to breast. I was putting her to breast. Nothing was coming out. I was stressed out. So my husband went to buy formula eventually. Like, I'm an advocate of exclusive breastfeeding. I did exclusive, except for the first week. I did exclusive for 6 months straight, no water, nothing. She was breastfed all through. So, but at that moment, I felt like, do you want my baby to starve to death? Can we give her something, please? So yeah, we bought formula and she was okay. But I remember at that point that I was feeling like, oh my God, why am I not lactating? So a scripture came to mind from the confessions I'd been reading. I remembered Isaiah 66, and I can't remember the verse now. I think it was verse 11 or 10. It talks about how, the child will suck at the breast, the milk will flow in abundance. I'm paraphrasing, but I remembered it. I opened the Bible and I started confessing it. And guys, just like that night, my milk started flowing. That was on 14th. Yeah, 14th night. So I kept on confessing, In short, the thing was even overflowing. It started causing a headache. I started flowing in abundance. Like, my breast became engorged. No, don't let me go into the details of postpartum today, because that's another story for daddy. Like, my pregnancy was sweet. My delivery was okay, but postpartum, I don't think I was ready for it. I don't think I prepared for it spiritually, because I just felt like it's not just the delivery. Let's get that with, we'll be fine. But it really struck me hard, and I'll talk about that another day. Anyway, so yeah, that part was over. On the 15th, my mom was to arrive. My husband had gone to get her, and I was packing up to be discharged. The nurses had been coming to check me. They were checking my BP, my pulse, and all that. And suddenly they told me, oh, sorry, you can't get discharged yet. And I'm like, why? What? Like, people have gone home. Why am I still here? Then they said my pulse was really high, like ridiculously high, like, is it 150 or something crazy, like so high. And I'm like, I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm like, are you stressed? Everything is not stress, but I'm fine. I told them, see, the more you hold me here, the higher the pulse will keep getting. So they at that point they did ECG from, they did like 3 ECGs. They kept on checking my heart. It was fine. Then they said they were going to need to take some blood samples. I wasn't bleeding anyway. I was fine. So the nurse tried to take the sample. She couldn't get it. The house officer tried. He couldn't get it. The other doctor tried. He couldn't get it. I was just holding it in. Then I told them, you know what, just stop. My husband is a doctor, and he can do this. Can we just wait for him? Like my husband had to come, and take the blood sample himself because it was that bad. Nobody was getting, my beauty, my melanin, my melanin beauty it wasn't helping them. My pulse was still high. They told me I had to stay back, and I was just sad. So by like at night, like 8 p.m., the doctor came around, and then he said, okay, if I could walk around, for a while, and then they will check if my oxygen saturation is still normal, they will discharge me. So my husband and I went, walked, and came back. They checked, I was panting, they checked the saturation, I was still 100%, everything was fine. So I knew I wasn't about to die. Like I can't just die. Like, no, that's not what we agreed, God. So yeah, we finally got discharged, and yeah, we headed home with the baby. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.